Hi guys, today I am doing the build challenge by Nikki from her YouTube channel Ikkin Sinister. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So these are the colors that she set out. Originally I thought that the colors would stay when I put on the walls, and then I realized, wait a minute, no, their colors are going to disappear, so I better copy them and set them aside and then put them back. I tried to match her colors as best as possible. Yeah, so here I'm just mapping out the different colors. I've decided that I am going to make this house for the pancake family. I've never actually played the pancakes, and like so many people have so many opinions on them. I don't really have an opinion yet, but maybe if we build them a new house, we can give them a nice life. Yeah, so I just I wanted to do a big deck, because when I saw the brown, I was like, oh, that's perfect for a deck. I wasn't really sure on these rooms, other than like the black room was definitely going to be a bedroom for Bob and Eliza. At this point, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this middle space, but I was like, I'll figure it out. I knew that the orange room was going to have to be the kitchen, because I always put the kitchen next to whatever door is kind of leading to the backyard. It's just something that like people have done for a long time, especially because people used to grow their own food, their own herbs and stuff, so you would want to have that nearby. So here we finished the floor plan. So one of the first things I like to do once I have the walls up is to get some lighting in there so you can actually see what you're doing. I generally use this very simple ceiling light because it just lights everything up so you can see what you're doing. You can always replace them later if you want. I like to keep them. They're pretty practical. They go with any design. I kept moving it around. I wasn't really sure for a little while where I wanted it. I think this is the last time I moved it. I moved it twice. Oh no, I have to move it back, I think. No, I'm going to move it again. Yeah. There we go. I'm not really a big fan of front yards, but they do need some space to like come into the house. You need some space. I was considering at this point just having like a back door, but I realized that wasn't really going to work either. So I ended up doing this one is such a good back door from Laundry Day, but I was trying to figure out what style I wanted to use for this house. And I decided I wanted to do kind of like a 60s type look, but also I love arches because they just like open up a house, open up space beautifully. So with the doors, I tried to match them to a room depending. So the yellow room, yellow doors. Okay, these are CC doors. They're based off of the Strangerville. They're based off Strangerville doors, which I love CC from Strangerville. I almost never play Strangerville neighborhood, and I think I've only done the story once, but the build and buy stuff is awesome. Especially if you love like supernatural and like aliens and just kind of the fun side of The Sims, which I do. So now I'm matching the wallpapers and walls to the floors, because again, like I thought, my idea of the challenge, I only watched the first few minutes of Nikki's video because I didn't want to copy her. So the idea that I had is that each room had to be themed the color of the floor. So that's what I did. Tried to make most, if not everything, kind of in those colors, and then trying to like match them to be difficult in some ways. And then the outside of the house I themed to this this deck because that's outside, so the outside should match. And this door is yellow to match the yellow room that it's coming out of. I'm not sure on the placement yet. Maybe. Oh yeah, here's where I'm choosing the walls for the bathroom. Kind of really match the tiles. I wanted to do like kind of a classy black bedroom for them since there's the black room. Yeah, right now I'm looking for a purple. There's not a lot of purple walls that aren't too themed. But I wanted something kind of fun, so I went with that one, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is really cute for the kids' room. Originally, I thought that the purple room was also going to be kids' room, but I ended up changing my mind on that. And it's time to start the kitchen. I tend to start with a fridge when I build kitchen. Like almost always I'll start with fridge and then either the stove or the counters sometimes. But now with the stoves from Dream Decorator, you can start with a counter and then add the stove on top. So I was just kind of looking for orange. I went with this. I thought it fit also the theme pretty well. I used to use auto counters a lot, but now I've really gotten into not using auto counters because they don't always work the way that I want them to, and this way I can actually get exactly what I want. Thank goodness sort by color feature though, that helped with so many different things that I needed. Yeah, so just trying to find like orange things. And I wanted just a very classic wooden table here. Luckily, orange is a pretty good color for a kitchen because there's lots of kitchen appliances in orange. And then here I'm just trying to decide what kind of appliances I want to get for them. Bob is a chef, so he would probably have quite a few kitchen gadgets and things. And Eliza just wants to be rich. So I think if I play this family, Eliza is going to get some kind of like business woman job. I think it would fit her personality. I went with sort of like a stained glass for the bathrooms just because then you can't see in that much. Even though like it's The Sims, it doesn't matter, no one's seeing in anything. And I went with a brown to match, again, the outside color of the house is brown. I ended up making, like, the yellow room kind of had to be the living room because that was the only place for it. But I actually really like how the space turned out. There's lots of like room to move around. I tend to play with chairs a lot and like living room furniture to see what I like best. And the purple room I realized would make a really good study. So that ended up becoming the study because there just wasn't room to have like a study area in this living room, and hey, why not? Purple's a fun color. I put down a video game for Bob. I thought he would enjoy that. And luckily I have quite a bit of yellow stuff. I really like this like the round look of the sofas. I enjoy really rounded furniture like that. Then I was looking for a table that was just kind of like fun, that had the theme of the yellow. Because I love to put plants in houses. I just think they add a lot. Llamas, of course, are iconic in The Sims. Since Sims 2, I think that's when the llamas started. Although I may be wrong, there may have been some llamas. I love to fill my houses with these like photo frames so that Sim can add family pictures, because that's what I like to do in my own house. So my Sims would probably want to do that too. So I just added in some like matching desks, matching kind of study area. Bob can use it, Eliza can use it, if they have kids they can use it. It's just like a communal space, some books, and just some like general activities. Not just a study, it's also a hobby space. And the pink room ended up being the everyone bathroom. Not just for the kids, but also guests.
The blue room ended up being the master bathroom. For the bedroom, I just wanted to go with like a Hollywood glamour type of look. So I hope you really enjoyed watching this build, and maybe you'll give Nikki's challenge a try, and I'm gonna go finish her video now that I've done mine.